Hey, before you scroll past another speaker listing, think back to the last time you pressed play and the sound felt flat, like something was missing even when the track was great. That missing piece disappears the moment you live with the Marshall Stanmore III. This is for the kind of person who doesn't just hear music, you feel it. You notice when vocals lack presence, when instruments crowd each other instead of occupying real space, when your playlist should move you but instead just plays in the background. You're done with compromise in sound. You want clarity, texture, and depth that match what your ears have been craving. Before you dive into comparisons, take a moment to check the current price and availability. Bluetooth speakers with this kind of robust stereo presence and thoughtful controls don't linger quietly once people realize how much more engaging their music becomes. You probably knew it was time to upgrade the moment your setup stopped keeping up. Maybe your current speaker delivered volume but not confidence. Maybe fat notes felt muddy instead of rich, or every tune felt smooth but shallow. That's when you start craving a sound system that isn't just louder but expressive. Once the Marshall Stanmore III becomes part of your daily listening, that sense of something's missing just evaporates. Sound doesn't just come out of a box, it breathes. Highs stay crisp without harshness, mids feel warm and natural, and bass actually has presence instead of just pushing air. That old frustration you didn't even realize you were carrying, where music sounded good but never complete, just melts away. You feel it when your favorite album suddenly reveals layers you never heard before. You feel it during movie nights when dialogue feels anchored and clear instead of recessed. You feel it during casual playlists where every instrument gets space instead of crowding together. Even everyday podcasts sound more engaging because the voice feels like it's in the room with you instead of flattened out. This isn't about power numbers or simple wireless convenience anymore. It's about how every frequency lands with balance. Once you experience that level of control, where bass feels full but not overpowering, treble feels detailed without sharpness, anything weaker starts to feel frustrating almost instantly. If you're even slightly tempted, don't wait for random price quirks or stock shifts. Well-designed speakers like this get noticed fast by people who care about real sound, not just louder volume. You might worry whether a Bluetooth speaker can really deliver deep, complete sound. That doubt vanishes the moment you hear how the Stanmore III fills space with clarity and presence. The bass and treble controls let you shape the experience, and compatibility with record players and wired sources means you're not boxed into one way of listening. The unexpected benefit is how connected your room starts to feel to what you're hearing. You don't just play music, you experience it. You stop chasing volume because the sound already feels right at natural levels. Every note feels clear, not crowded. Vocals feel present instead of recessed. Bass feels controlled, not muddy. Music reveals more detail in every track. You stop adjusting volume constantly. It's not a tiny gadget for background noise. It's not something you'll outgrow fast at some point. Endlessly scanning specs just stalls you. You already know which listening experience keeps playing back in your mind. Choosing this speaker is how you finally move past compromise and into real enjoyment. Don't let this upgrade be one you delay and then regret every time your current sound feels flat or incomplete. If you're ready for audio that finally feels expressive and engaging, check availability now and take that step with confidence.